Week 21 of writing a book in 52 weeks. 10 top tips for newbie authors. You stay tuned. Hi guys, and welcome to 52 Weeks Later. I go by the name of only Dee Brave. If you're new here and you're interested in the whole book writing process, please hit the subscribe button, which should be the 52 Weeks Later logo in the bottom left hand corner over here, so you don't miss out on my journey of writing a book from beginning to end in 52 weeks. The day this video drops is the 1st of January 2018, so let me wish you guys Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! It's a quick question. What are your New Year's resolutions? If you don't do New Year's resolutions, then what are your goals, targets, aspirations for 2018? For me, it's pretty simple. It's the whole reason I started this channel, and that is to finish and publish a book in 52 weeks. The target date is 31st of July 2018. Please let me know what your plans for 2018 are in the comments down below. Now let's look into week 21. Since you'll be watching this in 2018, I thought I'd do a little review of 2017 for me in the 52 week later writing process. I've taken a look at the first 10 weeks of the 52 week later process, and for each week I've extracted a tip which I believe will be helpful for a newbie writer. Big shout out to Pen Pally of 13 Rhythms, who came up with this idea of a tip for each of the 52 weeks. The tip 1 from week 1 is plan. Yes, you've got a great idea for a book, but before you start writing, you need to do a plan. There needs to be a beginning, middle and end. Who are the main characters? How long is the story going to be? Where's it going to be set? All this needs to be done before you get stuck in the writing process. At the beginning, you're all excited, you're buzzing about your idea, but further down the line, you could get unstuck without a clear focus. A good plan will give you a great structure to the book, and it will help your writing keep in the correct direction. Step 2 is to set targets. Without any targets, it's easy to get lost. You don't know where you should be at, what you should be doing at what particular moment of time in the book writing process. Say you set a book count target of 52,000 words. If you set a weekly word count target, then you have a better idea where you are currently in relation to the whole entire book. Is your word count too low, so you need to speed up on the writing? Or have you smashed your weekly word count target out of the park? It gives you more time to work on character and plot development. Tip 3, back up your work. In week 3, I had an almighty scare where I thought I lost my work. You do not want to get to the stage of writing so much and then pow, it's gone. Personally, I've developed a triple threat method to keep my manuscript safe. I save to my laptop, I save to an external hard drive, and also I email myself a copy of my manuscript. It adds about 10 minutes extra to your writing session, but I feel reassured that my work is safe. Tip 4, expect the unexpected. So you've done your plan, you set your targets, and you back up your writing. Everything's kosher, right? No. Life still has that ability to throw curveballs at all directions at any time. You can't plan for every eventuality, but you must be able to adapt to situations and curveballs that life throw at you. Week 4 was the early arrival of Mini Dee Brave. It wasn't a surprise that he was coming at all, it's just that he came 2 weeks earlier than expected. I felt I was able to adapt and adjust without causing too much disruption to my writing. Tip 5, get a word processing program that you are comfortable with. It's totally fine to use the word processing programs that come free with your computer, like Notepad or Word, but there's also a whole other range of word processing programs that are specifically for writers. So in week 5, I focused on 2, which was Focus Writer and WriteMonkey. As well as these 2 programs being free, their features and functionality are focused more towards a writer. Currently, I've upgraded to another program called Babisco, which I highly recommend. I mean, Focus Writer and WriteMonkey still can do the job, but I find that Babisco does that little bit more. Tip 6 is prepare for writer's block. It will happen at some point. You can't avoid it, but you can reduce its effects. Tip number 7 is look into publishing. There are 2 main routes, There's the traditional route, where you find yourself a publisher, and then there's the newer route, which is self-publishing. Both have its pros and cons, and I'll do a video about publishing later in 2018. In week 7, I did talk about speaking with a company called Conscious Dreams Publishing, not Conscientious Dreams Publishing. This week, 14 weeks later, I did arrange a consultation with Danielle from Conscious Dreams. However, she was ill, so we've had to rearrange that. So hopefully I should be able to talk about that in either weeks 22 or weeks 23. Tip 8 is to stick to the plan. Now, from week 1, I plan to write every day at 9 p.m. But I found myself writing at various times. Sometimes it was at 7:30, sometimes it was at 9:30, sometimes it was at 11 o'clock. There wasn't a set routine. Tip number 9 is review the plan and change accordingly. Now I know what you're thinking. Tip 8 was stick to the plan. So I've kind of gone like 180 degrees and now saying that you should review and change the plan. Tip 8 is valid. You should stick to the plan. However, you should still review what's working and what's not. And if it's not working, then don't be afraid to change it. And the final tip for today is tip 10, and is invest yourself in a calendar. I have my 52 weeks later branded calendar over here. Looks pretty snazzy, doesn't it? Having a calendar for me has been fantastic. You can mark your targets on the calendar, and you've got a visual reminder that can remind you from day to day of where you are at and what you should be doing. You can check out the videos that inspire those tips in the link up over here. So that has been week 21. Please like and share if you've enjoyed, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. I believe that everybody has a story to share, and I'm sharing mine with you.